for joining us for our weekly media brief. We're going to start off today. We got about 4 different items, and then we can open up to questions really about anything. But we'll just start off. First, we want to talk about our Propel program. Really positive announcement here this morning regarding Propel as the city is moving forward with its microloan program. The program is designed to increase access to capital more readily available to minority-owned and women-owned firms and businesses located here in Wichita City Council District 1. That started last spring. District 1 Councilmember Johnson used a portion of his proceeds from the sale of the Hyatt Hotel. However, that program has not only been successful, but it's also expanding. So here to tell us more about that program is Councilmember Johnson.
All right, good morning. Thank you, Mayor. Really quickly, the Propel Fund provides loans up to $20,000 to local businesses that have the ability to repay a loan but may not be able to obtain financing through traditional sources. This program is open for applications now through March 18th. Again, that's now through March 18th. And Propel was designed to increase access to capital for minority-owned and women-owned firms and businesses located in District 1 here in the city of Wichita last spring, using a portion of the funds remaining from the sale of the Hyatt back in 2016. But after launching the program for businesses in District 1, we're now excited to open the program up to businesses citywide, thanks to CDBG funding and a generous donation from Interest Bank. Loans must be repaid within 36 months. CML Collective, which is a minority-owned firm with experience creating and managing microloan programs, partner with the city to help develop Propel. Other Propel partners include Network Kansas, Fidelity Bank, the Wichita Community Foundation, the South Central Kansas Economic Development District, and Federal Reserve Bank of Kansas, as well as others. We look forward to using this program to continue to support entrepreneurship in our community, and we definitely want to encourage small businesses to go to wichita.gov/propel, that's PROPEL, to look at eligibility requirements, fill out their application, and read commonly asked questions. Thank you.
Councilmember Johnson will be here to answer some questions about that if there are further questions, but a really incredible program. Again, it speaks to the commitment of the city to create programs that help with small business growth and development and entrepreneurship here in our city. So we're glad to see that this has been a success in its pilot program, and also to see it move forward as a citywide program thanks to the generosity of our community sponsors. Next, we're going to talk about the airport. So I'm excited today to announce that Amazon Air launched daily cargo service at Wichita Eisenhower National Airport with an inaugural flight arriving shortly after 2 a.m. This is Amazon Air's first regional gateway in Kansas to support fast, efficient package deliveries to Amazon customers throughout the region and our country. The Wichita Airport Authority leased 10,691 square feet in the cargo terminal to Traegu Dugan Aviation, who is contracted to sort and load Amazon packages bound for the next destination. Amazon Air's newest regional gateway joins 2 investment sites already in the Wichita area, including a 1 million square foot fulfillment center in Park City and a 140,000 square foot delivery station here in Northeast Wichita. Amazon has created more than 8,000 jobs and invested more than $4 billion in Kansas over the past decade, including infrastructure and compensation to employees. The aircraft is owned and operated by Silver Airways. However, it will have Amazon Air trade dress on the aircraft. Media wishing to capture video of the aircraft and interview with a representative of the Wichita Airport Authority must call Airport Administration at 946-4700 no later than 3 p.m. on January 20th. Those who have made reservations are asked to meet at the Airport Administration Building, which is at 2173 Air Cargo Road. Next, we'll talk about Evergreen. In preparation to open the Evergreen Community Center and Library, the Evergreen Branch Library temporary location at 2700 North Woodland will close at the end of the business day on Friday, January 28th, to move their materials and their equipment. Customers who utilize this location for library services may use any Wichita Public Library location, and the two closest are the Advanced Learning Library, which is 711 West 2nd Street, and also the Maya Angelou Northeast Branch Library, which is 3051 East 21st Street. Customers may return library materials using exterior drop boxes located on the west side of the Evergreen Community Center and library beginning Monday, January 31st. The Evergreen Neighborhood Resource Center will remain open until Friday, February 4th. The Evergreen Community Center and library plans to have its soft opening on February 14th, with a larger grand opening celebration happening soon. So just a further reminder, with our libraries and our integration of healthcare services, particularly with the vaccine, we are in partnership with the Sedgwick County Health Department in hosting walk-in vaccination clinics at the following library locations. So that would be the Walter Branch Library, which is 495 East Harry Street, and this would be from 3 to 7 p.m. Monday, January 24th, 31st, and February 7th. Again, that's at the Walter Branch Library. The Alpha Branch Library at 3447 South Meridian from 3 to 7 p.m. on Tuesday, January 25th, and February 8th. We'll also have a walk-in clinic. And the Angelo Branch Library at 3051 East 21st Street from 2 to 4 p.m. on Saturday, January 22nd, 29th, and February 5th. We'll again have a walk-in clinic for folks who are looking to get vaccinated. Wichita Transit will also be offering free rides on routes serving those locations. So with that, we will take questions. Yes, sir.
Hi, thank you. Let me push this one here. Jason with Wichita TV7. How are you doing today, man?
Doing well, sir. Thanks for being here.
Good. Just wanted to kind of touch on some things here. Sounds like we got some good things going on in the city. However, I do have some questions coming in from our newsroom here, and it does revolve around the recent events that were going on, not only with the City of Wichita, Sedgwick County, and all centered back around Mr. C.J. Lofton, youth, 17-year-old youth here in Wichita, Kansas. And we know the tragedy. We know also, too, that the Sedgwick County has already made their determination and things of that nature. My question is, though, we were discussing some things that happened, and we saw a thread from the Mental Health Association. And they were discussing about how there were mental health issues, particularly in the minority community. We also have reached out to them to express how we not only felt like it wasn't just a minority issue, but also to a rural area. So our question is that we have from some of our readers, and we have someone who wrote in, it says that generally here, the determination of what mental health is described in Sedgwick County is determined by the KDHE and BHS as far as how the mental health programs go. And with the city having its issues with the cops and the communities all around the country, does the city of Wichita have any plans to maybe implement a program like they do for the county, which offers youth mental health first aider programs for not only citizens, but anyone working in the community can come down and get certified through ComCare or anyone else like that? And so we were just wondering if the city has any plans to do that to help address mental health.
So there's a few things to unpack. I mean, thanks for the question. Definitely a lot there. I will say that we have worked in alliance with the county when it comes to mental health services, including integration of mental health services into ICT1 and into working as a partnership with the county with our current programs. As we move forward, the city has actually aligned ourselves with the county when it comes to a legislative agenda, asking for more resources and more funds to come into this area. That agenda passed 5-2, so it did pass the city council, and we will be going up to Topeka. They pretty much, I believe, all of us, this next week to talk to our representatives and our senators up there. And if folks are following from the city, the topics that have been approved, then mental health should be on that to try to get more funding, not only for mental health services, but also possibly an opportunity for maybe a mental health hospital here. We know the state has been looking for one and or is in need of one, and frankly, with the Sparks money and some of the money and opportunities we have at this moment, we might be able to capitalize on that. Now, when we talk about the incredibly tragic situation with CJ, I will say that we are working with the county to come up with a task force and better planning to ensure that never happens again. Now, there should be, after meeting with the county folks, we will have a separate press conference in the near future to announce what those steps forward are going to look like. So please stay tuned when it comes to that particular situation. On a city level, we have done more in a recent history when it comes to integrating social services into our programs than we traditionally have ever done. And I think that more and more policymakers are coming to the conclusion that we really have to have more integrated services to properly serve the public. It's not just you can't just have services that are aimed to help folks who are experiencing homelessness, while also having services available for mental health and also for substance abuse. As the data shows that 70% of folks who are experiencing homelessness, for example, 70% of those folks have a substance abuse issue or a mental health issue. 50% of them have both. So we really can't actually get to the root causes of some of the problems that we help combat as a city without actually working with our intergovernmental partners at different levels so that we can provide the full range of services that actually get and solve, hopefully, the root cause of those problems. So we are looking for more collaborative approaches. We are looking for more funding, and we have been doing that not just since I've gotten here, but even most recently in response to some of the Sparks money that the city has, the state government has, and asking them to invest some of that into mental health services down here in Wichita.
Well, thank you. And I just have one last question that came across, and then I'll have a colleague speak. Does the city have any plans to help address the issues that are going on with the Wichita public schools and some of the challenges that they're facing?
So right now, good question. And I get these questions too on my social media, and I usually have to somewhat draw a bit of a line between what is our responsibility and what is the responsibility of the school board and USD 259. And we try to come in and assist when we can, but of course they have their own funding, they have their own elected governing body. We don't want to step on toes. So when it comes to COVID in general, our strategy at the moment is to work to get our vaccine numbers up. Out of Wyandotte County, according to the New York Times, which is a platform that I check every day when it comes to COVID, out of Wyandotte County, out of Johnson County, out of Shawnee County, Sedgwick County has the lowest vaccine rates. We also have the highest percentage of ongoing positive rates and ongoing hospitalizations. We're stalled somewhere around 50% at this point. And there are a lot of reasons why that could be, but moving forward, we got to focus on a long-term solution, and that is providing folks with an opportunity to get a free and effective vaccine if they choose to get one. And that's one of the reasons why we're teaming up with the county, who is the Board of Health and also has the health department, to utilize our facilities that are more centralized within neighborhoods, such as our, the three library branches that I just mentioned, to host these walk-in, anyone can walk in and get a vaccine clinics. So our strategy is to work with them, but also to try to provide better outlets so that folks can receive a long-term solution to this pandemic, which is getting vaccinated. Because we do know that we are not at the level of vaccinations that even other counties we're comparable to here in Kansas are at. And frankly, you can see that because our hospitals are at a critical point right now.
Thank you.
Great question.
On the Amazon Air service, has Amazon given you any indication of additional jobs or numbers and that sort of thing with this new service?
I'd have to default to Megan. Have we had any projections on that at this point?
Not this time, I don't have this, but I can follow up with you.
Very good, thank you.
Other questions?
Along the lines of having more like testing sites and availability for that, do you foresee or are you currently seeing any struggles with staffing?
Oh, everyone has problems with staffing right now. And I'll just throw out there just a tidbit about our form of government is the mayor and the electeds, we actually don't influence on a day-to-day basis the staff here. That goes to the city manager. But the reports we have gotten is we have folks who are working from home. We're trying to create the safest environment possible here at the city. However, no one goes through this at this point where this pandemic is at without having without being affected by it. So here at the city, our employees, we're obviously, just like everywhere else where we get people who are testing positive and they're quarantining, they're doing the right thing. And frankly, we're hopefully peaking soon when it comes to this virus. We know New York has already peaked and kind of started to level off. We know that we're about 10 days behind when it comes to modeling New York and some of these other areas on the coast. However, when we talk to our hospital professionals, our hospital leadership, we're just full on community spread at this point. It's no longer, I think, a strategy to try to keep yourself from this unless you are staying at home and taking some extreme measures. It's more being prepared to encounter someone who has COVID at this point where we should just assume everyone has COVID or will be exposed to it. And again, the best way to protect yourself besides wearing a mask, a high quality mask, is to get vaccinated. If not, you'll likely be exposed to this and we're not, it depends on a person and in their own body on how they respond to this virus. But we do know that our hospitals are full at this point. So we do want people to be as safe as possible so that they don't add to the hospitalization amounts that we are currently dealing with. Other questions? All right, if there's nothing else, thank you all again. We're very excited about Propel. Please, if you haven't been following former Vice Mayor, currently City Council Member Johnson on his social media, he has put out information about Propel and these microgrant opportunities or microloan opportunities, and follow the official social media of the city, and we will also be keeping folks updated with that portal as well so they can get the information they need. Thank you.